Georgia, Alabama, Texas, Ohio, Montana, Idaho, Oregon, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Illinois. Go to hardafseltzer.com today, click on the store locator, and enter your city or zip to find the closest location nearest you.
We are gold for energy. Send it. Incoming. Put the money in the bag, man.
As I said, your paycheck is your thank you.
What's going on back there? This is awesome! Welcome to Earth! No. Who's flying the plane? Get cockpit. Go. God.
Black Rifle Energy, dropping near you.
Welcome to Drinkin Bros, presented by OmahaSteaks.com. Yeah, welcome to the college football week 3 college football top 25 prediction show, brought to you by MyBookie.com. Promo code Drinkin Bros doubles that first deposit all the way up to $1,000. Get off the couch and get into the action today with MyBookie.com. You know the rules here, kids. We have to remind you every year. We go over last week's hits and misses, and then we'll go over this week's predictions. Luckily, there wasn't too many misses last week, so it was a pretty decent week. But also, D'Anthony, it was a weak slate last weekend.
Yeah, it was.
I think I only watched a couple of games. I watched Illinois-Duke at that noon game, and then I watched the Michigan-Oklahoma game for a little bit when I got back to the hotel. I was at the Auburn game. I was down at University of Alabama. I'll tell you what, I'll talk about our travels here because we're live in Tuscaloosa at the Circle K's all throughout that whole campus area there in Auburn. If we sell out of those and this test goes well, it's 100 stores roughly between them and the Panhandle of Florida, which we're going to be heading to in November. Then we get all the stores in the Southeast for Circle K. It is a monster deal for our company, and it's a big deal for Hard AF Seltzer. Therefore, I was on the road doing some Willie Loman shit, decided to take my 7-year-old, so that way he at least kind of understands what work is really like, and it's not just all about celebrities and all that other stuff. Now, first college we went to was University of Alabama. First of all, the college has grown. It is beautiful. They have expanded. When I first took a recruiting trip there in, I'll date myself now, but it was 1995, it wasn't shit there in Tuscaloosa. Nothing to do. Same with Auburn. Both towns have changed dramatically. They're awesome schools. They're fun. However, the Alabama fans are completely unrealistic about their team. And it was like walking into a fucking funeral in Tuscaloosa, man. Everybody was down. Everybody wants their coach fired. Do you agree with that?
No, they need to calm the fuck down. Alabama will be in the playoff.
You think so?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, they're good. They had a shit week against a team, by the way, in Florida State that's also going to be in the playoff. Florida State is going to win the ACC and be in the playoff.
I think that now after Clemson looked shaky again.
Yeah. We'll see if South Florida is able to chip off Miami this week too. I mean, Florida State looks like the best team in the ACC. I don't think I'm talking out of school saying that.
I don't either.
So
man.
you get beat up by a couple of scores against what is probably going to become the best team in a conference this year in your first game. Okay, with a new quarterback. Okay, who fucking cares, dude? That shit doesn't matter. This isn't 2007. That shit doesn't matter anymore.
Right.
Losing that first game doesn't mean shit, especially an out-of-conference game, especially on the road. It doesn't matter.
What is the rest of their schedule?
They
look
scored
like
73 points yesterday.
Yeah, a lot of people So there's two things with the Alabama game. One, that part that was an overreaction, and one part that was a justified reaction. The overreaction is that everyone was looking at Florida State like they were still 2-10 Florida State. They're fucking not. They're a really good team. Last year was a blip. I thought it was way too weird. Castellanos is a good quarterback, playing better than I thought he would.
Oh, yeah.
I liked him last year.
Better and sooner.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I like him. I just didn't know it would be this quick. Right?
I didn't like Ukulele last year, and I was very vocal.
We haven't liked him for 4 fucking years.
You and I both.
The one thing that worries me about Alabama, and we'll get a little bit of a better look at it this week, although Wisconsin sucks, is that
They suck, yeah.
their lines did get slapped around.
Well, the good thing about Wisconsin sucking so bad is like they're still going to be able to slap around Wisconsin's lines. So like I don't think that's going to be the true test.
Wisconsin, probably the only good players on their team are on the lines, to be honest.
Yeah, but you still want to. It's a bad P4 team, but it's still a P4 team, right? And so you want to see them dominate on the line.
Yeah, I think the real test for Alabama here will actually be at the game you're at the week after, which will be Georgia. Wait, are you at Georgia or are you at Tennessee?
It's Tennessee.
Tennessee. Okay. So in 2 weeks, they play Georgia. It's at Georgia. It's a night game. It's on ABC, all the things and all the fun and all the other stuff. I think that's where you're going to find out if Bama's Bama. Now, let's say Bama loses that game, and I'll ask this to both of you guys here. There'll be two losses in 4 games. The rest of their schedule is Vanderbilt, Missouri, Tennessee, South Carolina, Oklahoma, and Auburn. They could win out, maybe, I guess. But,
I think they will. I think.
You think they win or lose to Georgia? I think they lose to Georgia.
That one, I don't know. I don't have a good sense of Georgia yet either. I think that quarterback's real green.
I think it's going to be close. I think it's going to be a very close game, like
I think
24-21.
But at Georgia, no matter what the fucking circumstances are,
At night?
at an SEC or Big Ten school, a lot of Big Ten schools, not all of them, but at either one of those, but at the top 5 teams out of one of those 2 conferences is tough. I don't give a fuck what the circumstances are.
And
I agree.
And if Georgia loses to Tennessee, then that Bama game becomes humongous
Enormous.
for Georgia.
Yes. It's a must-win game, essentially, because they got too tough of a schedule. They got Texas coming in. They got a bunch of people coming in.
Yeah.
So it is a big fucking deal.
Bama should be rooting for Georgia this week.
Yep.
This week, right? Yeah, they play Tennessee this week.
Yep.
Yeah, they should be rooting for Georgia real hard against Tennessee.
Yeah. So
Yeah, but I agree. I think Bama needs to put up good numbers against Wisconsin. I mean, look, they had 3 different dudes throw multiple touchdowns against. Again, it was against an FCS school, but there's a lot of talent on this team. We all know the skill position guys are good. We know that week 1 they didn't really open up the playbook that much for some reason. I don't know why. I think maybe you start in the first half and don't do it, and then come through in the second half and open up that playbook, kind of like Minnesota did last night. J.J. McCarthy's going to be a Hall of Famer, by the way.
No, he had one good quarter. One good quarter.
Yeah.
And it was amazing. It was a fun watch at the end, but man.
A lot of big Tom Brady games with only one good quarter in.
Boy, can I tell you what the real? We were texting back and forth. Caleb Williams is fucking awful.
Yeah,
dude.
he's got no heart.
Nope. That's exactly what I thought too.
Yeah.
That was the difference between the 2 players. You had one guy who cared, like when McCarthy threw that pick 6, and then he went down to 2 as an offensive line, and he goes, you know what? Fucked up. We're going to get better. I'm going to get better. I'm going to get better. I'm going to get better. And he was in the game the entire time. Caleb Williams looked like he could be playing a football game or playing fucking FIFA 2025 with his buddies, and it didn't matter to him.
Yeah.
Like, I've never seen a person just care less on the sidelines than Caleb Williams.
Yeah, he just has no heart, and that coaching staff I don't think is great either. But anyways, with Alabama, the test will be in the trenches, and I think they couldn't face a better opponent than Wisconsin this upcoming week. Honestly, this is like almost fortuitous for them because Wisconsin's not good. Their skill position players aren't great, but Wisconsin always has good dudes on both sides of the line. So Alabama can focus this week on dominating the line. The rest will take care of itself, right?
Yep.
And this is a week not just to prove you're a great team, but to maybe inch towards becoming one even.
Yeah.
I think this is a big game for them, even though they will win handily against Wisconsin, but this is a big game for them.
But even to piggyback off of what you said, and this is for all you Bama fans out there, what you want to see after getting beat is to blow out, who the fuck did they play? University of Louisiana Monroe?
Yeah.
By 70 points. You want to see that. You want to see that the kids care. You want to see that the coaches care. You want to win by 70 points, which they did. They won 73-0.
And now
I don't think there's reason to panic either. However, if you do lose that game to Georgia, well, that's another story.
Well, here's another important thing about the Wisconsin game that I think you need to consider in terms of direct implications and why Bama needs a blowout in this game specifically. Now, they are like 20-point favorites. So
yes, it's a big boy
expected to be a
spread,
blowout.
yeah.
They should win this by 4 scores, in my opinion.
Same here.
Bama probably not going to make the SEC championship game, but a good possibility of being a 10-2 bubble team at large, whatever. Wisconsin also plays Indiana and Illinois, who are also both likely to be on that playoff bubble
10-2
around the
probably,
10-2 mark.
Yep.
You are going to be able to directly compare scores between those 3 teams against a common opponent.
Correct. And guess who's on the board? Nick Saban.
Yeah.
So he's going to be making one of those final decisions for those last 2 teams. You can say whatever you want, but that's going to go Bama's favor.
Well,
And honestly,
it's just
that's
like
going to go in Bama's favor.
Even
it's
by the
just
way,
like being the title holder in boxing. You want to give the refs permission to give you the win. That's it.
That's
right?
it.
And they also play. Wisconsin also plays Michigan and Ohio State. I don't foresee Ohio State being. I think Ohio State's going to make the conference championship game.
Ohio State might beat fucking Wisconsin by fucking 80
Yeah.
points.
But Michigan-
they could beat the Bears.
Yeah, Michigan could be
Probably.
another one of those bubble teams.
They could be, yeah.
So
see.
there are 3. I don't think they will be, but there
I
are
don't either.
3.
I don't either.
3 to 4 potential teams. And by the way, they play Oregon too. So if Wisconsin gives any of these teams a game, and Bama has a blowout. That says something to the committee directly. This is a humongous game for Alabama.
Because if you remember why they didn't make it last year was the Oklahoma game. Everybody looked at that Oklahoma blowout and they said, all right, there was a common opponent, who and everything else. And they were like, well, Bama didn't deserve it because they got blown out. Was it 24-0 or something like that?
It wasn't good. I don't remember what it was. But
I don't even know if they scored. It was like 24-3 or something, but you're correct. And they're going to compare these 2 teams. And that is part of the new rules this year. And then Saban's on the committee. So
Speaking of not deserving it, Notre Dame is at 8 right now.
Boy.
And Miami is at 5. They beat them. Okay, fair enough. If Miami gets challenged hard or beaten by South Florida this week, Notre Dame's got to be out of the top 25.
Thank you.
Because they do not fucking belong there.
I don't know if you looked at my screen and cheated. Bob, go to your inbox on Twitter here because the top 25 just came out. People are raging over an AP voter named Haley Sawyer.
Is that a dude?
I doubt it's just by the name Haley, but who knows? It was Eminem's daughter, Stan, but actually, it's his real daughter. But taking some heat from college football after she submitted an interesting ballot for Week 3, which is this one for the top 25. And her Week 2 ballot, Sawyer had Florida at 16. After the Gators lost to USF, she moved Florida up to 14 and does not have USF ranked at all. How is that fucking possible, dude? I mean, how is that fucking possible? And who are these people who are making the AP poll? Are they just reported? Like, who is it? Do you guys actually know?
Yeah, it's a bunch of reporters. You have to get credentialed, and it's not. It's mostly the same every year, but some people, some years are, some years aren't.
This woman should be polled. She also had FSU at 10, South Carolina at 14 in her Week 2 ballot. FSU beat an FCS school by 74. South Carolina beat their FCS school by 28. To go back to your point about beating by points and comparison and all those shits, she moved SC up to 10 in front of FSU at 11.
To be honest, A&M or Tennessee should have been where South Carolina is right now.
I agree.
But I think South Carolina's okay. I'm not talking shit on them. I just think based on the results so far, even Ole Miss probably deserves to be up there ahead of South Carolina right now.
Yeah.
So we'll see. In South Florida, I don't think the voters want to get embarrassed by popping somebody into the top 15, top 10, and then have them get bounced the next week. Mm-hmm. But I don't think that's going to happen.
No. So there's a lot of interesting things. The good thing about this year is it'll all shake itself out. There's so many great games throughout the entire year that almost all these guys play each other. I don't think there's going to be a lot of debate at the end of the year this year. Not that there was last year, to be honest with you. Some people are bitching about Alabama and South Carolina. All of it shook itself out. But we'll go back to week 2 here. Spreads. Ohio State Grambling, same thing. You want to win by 70. They did 70-0. It's an FCS school. Nobody gives a shit. Julian saying set the record there for Ohio State for all quarterbacks of all time for completions in a row, which is nuts. 17 in a row. Congratulations, Bo Jackson, his kid. 9 carries, 108 yards there. Jesus Christ, man. Good for you. Penn State. Does it worry you as a Penn State fan? I picked them to win the national championship. That it was 34-0 over FIU, and they still haven't covered in these games against 2 shitty schools?
Does it worry me? No,
Yeah.
because I didn't pick them to win.
Oh, I did.
No, they're not going to win the title.
Who did you pick?
Who did I pick?
Oh, you picked Ohio State.
Ohio State, yeah. I
God
think
damn
Ohio
it,
State's
dude.
gonna
I
win.
wish I could swap with you now. After watching this saying, kid, that's the dude.
I didn't even think, even with a dodgy quarterback, I still thought Ohio State had a chance.
Man,
Just because of the talent there. But Penn
it's
State.
just such a hard position.
No, the best quarterback on Penn State plays for fucking Missouri now.
For Penn State?
Pribula,
yes.
yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Fucking crazy. 2
agree.
years ago, I was like, put this guy in and get rid of Drew Lar.
We
And now he's
loved
lighting it
watching
up
him
over
last
at Missouri, which is a fake university that shouldn't even exist. What the hell's going on?
Look, I don't know. Hey, Bob, you watched that game. I was at Alabama and Auburn that day. Was he the difference maker in that game?
He's maybe the best passer I've seen on our team since Chase Daniel.
Look, we loved him in real
I mean,
life.
he
man.
is-
And
he
he can run the ball too. Did he run a lot for you guys?
No, he didn't need to.
Shit.
He was 30 for 39 with 350 yards. And like 4 touchdown passes.
And he's huge, by the way, in real life.
It is the softest touch I have seen on a quarterback from Mizzou since Chase Daniel. I mean,
He's enormous in real life.
yeah,
by the way.
but he just puts the ball in their hands. And also he doesn't need to run. Our running backs are great.
Dan
so,
and I loved him, man, and we wanted him to be the starter. I thought Alar was going to be gone after this year. He wasn't. Man, you guys got to steal in that kid. That's all I'll say.
Missouri's got an outside shot at making a playoff because the ranked teams they're going to end up playing, they'll play South Carolina when they're ranked, and South Carolina will probably end the season ranked, I think.
I've not been impressed by South Carolina.
But they'll stay in the top 25. Alabama will stay in the top 25 probably.
Yes, that's a big game for
unless
Missouri.
the wheels fall off. I don't know about Auburn, but A&M will probably stay in the top 25. If they can win that one, then they've got a really good shot of making the playoffs.
So I was at the Auburn game. We were front
Yeah.
row for that, right behind the bench and all that shit. I was not that impressed by Auburn. I think you guys can beat Auburn. I think you're fine with that. Who else is on your schedule? That's
A&M
worrisome?
and Oklahoma are the other two.
those
games.
are the two.
Those are all winnable games.
Oklahoma, I like, and Mateer, I think, is better than advertised.
Oklahoma to me right
and their
now
defense, their defense looks good.
that's the scariest game on the schedule
Yep.
to me right now is Oklahoma.
Auburn. I was there,
It's a
and
road
even
game.
though they won by a lot.
It's a road game though.
Oh, it is. Is it at night?
It hasn't been decided yet. However, we get South Carolina at home next week, not this week, and it is a night game.
Okay, good. So Auburn fans, please don't think that I'm shitting on you. The way you guys have turned that university around in your stadium and all that other stuff, it's a fucking blast. That night game atmosphere is awesome. If you're playing them at night at Auburn, you could have some problems. That crowd is fucking loud. They're into it, and man, they show up early for that shit, man. So I enjoyed Auburn, man. I liked it a lot. It was fuck, man. When I did that recruiting trip, it was one of the worst I ever had. They had a separate housing for married couples at 18 years old, and it was in a trailer. And I'm not kidding. It was just a line of trailers outside the school, and I was like, this is gross.
They have a meth lab too.
That's
I think it fits
Very
the
close.
population very well.
Hey, it wasn't there when I was there last weekend, so I enjoyed Auburn, and it was a fucking blast.
Okay, well, going down this list, LSU against La Tech,
23-7.
just okay. Nussmeier, you shouldn't have to throw the ball 41 times to beat Louisiana Tech.
No shit.
That's not great. Same thing with Georgia. Their offense is still developing. They threw the ball 34 times against Austin Peay. That's not great either.
No, it's 28-6 in that game. It was only 14-3 at half.
Yeah. Miami looks sharp. Miami ran their playbook, got a bunch of fucking plays in, and then, that was the end of that.
So Carson Beck in this game was 22 of 24. I do not give a fuck that it was Bethune-Cookman. Completing 22 out of 24 is phenomenal. Like it is still hard to do. I don't give a fuck who you're playing. Yes, Miami is back, and this is going to be a fucking problem.
They're close. I don't know. Their running back Fletcher's pretty good, but I don't know if he's like enough for them to win the ACC. I think Florida State is really fucking good.
So do I. But I think 2 teams get in from the ACC, and right now, I think it's probably Miami and Florida State.
There's a very good chance it's a 3-bid league.
Clemson.
It might be. Yeah.
Clemson is not look that great the first 2 weeks.
I think Clemson, they're still undefeated, and
No, they've got a loss.
Sorry, no, yeah, you're right. They lost to LSU. Whatever. If they go 10-2 in the ACC is deep enough that a 10-2 ACC team can get in that large bid.
With 12 teams, I agree. And what I would like to see is one of those smaller schools out in favor of a Clemson because they have no shot.
Well, the only small, no small school, as South Florida is the only small school getting in, right?
I hope so.
Utah's going to win the Big 12. I think it seems obvious right now. We'll see how it plays out, but it seems obvious Utah's going to win Big 12, and then South Florida will be in from the G, whatever the fuck they're calling it now, and the rest of these teams will be ACC, Big 10, and SEC, as they should be.
If South Florida beats Miami and somehow loses 2 games through the season, one of them being the AAC championship, I think they should get in that large bid. They will have a better resume than in Indiana, than in Illinois, with wins over Miami, at Florida, and against Boise State. I'm sorry, those 2, like the middle tier Big Ten teams, if they lose to the big boys and don't beat any big boys,
we've seen them
will not have resumes as good as South Florida.
We've seen them in the playoffs just last year. Now we've got a year of seeing what these teams look like in the playoffs. The hope is gone. Right? Nobody believes maybe Indiana will sneak in there.
No,
dude, no. They're going to get fucking annihilated.
Illinois would need an Ohio State win. I don't think they have anybody else too difficult in their schedule.
Do they play Oregon?
They play at Washington. No, it's
Ohio
Oregon.
State, no.
Washington's not good enough.
It's just the road and going that far is the issue. And they play USC. Those are and then Ohio State.
That's at home though.
That's at home. The USC game's at home.
I'm telling
Ohio
you,
State is at home.
There's a good chance that South Florida has a better definitely has a better resume than Indiana, and might have a better resume than Illinois by the end of the year.
I think Illinois will end up with 1 loss this year. And
it's a huge possibility.
Yeah.
Indiana's they're going.
They could be this year's Indiana.
Indiana's at Oregon and at Penn State. That fucking sucks.
Yes. So Indiana's going to lose those
if
games.
Indiana goes 10-2 and they lose to the only 2 teams above them that they play, and USF loses an AAC championship game but is 11-2, I don't give a fuck. You have to put USF in.
Yeah,
over them.
But where do they go? What let's say they lose their conference championship.
They'd be 11-2.
Okay.
Or 12-1.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they beat Miami, they're 12-1.
Yeah. And look, if they beat Miami,
I think it's over.
But even if they beat Miami, and they drop an AAC game and then drop the AAC championship, they're 11-2. They have 3 wins that are better than almost anyone in the second tier of the Big Ten will have.
Yeah, and by the way, I really like Miami. I don't give a shit that this is Bethune-Cookman.
No, that's fine.
The fact that he's 22 of 24, Carson Beck, he's back, dude.
Yeah, he
looks
looks great. It's just we'll see how they can run the ball. Oregon took care of business. Moore looks great there.
69-3. What do you do with Oklahoma State? Jesus Christ, man! What a fall from grace.
Ask Gundy to leave. Build him a statue.
Yeah, he's old. We talked about this yesterday.
I think he's young, right?
He's like in his 60s, but he's got it's over there.
He's 58.
Oh my God, that's young.
Doesn't matter. Ask him to leave.
69-3.
He's going to get a statue anyway. Just let him go.
Yeah.
Texas, San Jose State.
On paper, this looks good for Texas. Seeing it live,
nope.
Arch Manning does not look good.
No.
Now maybe he gets better. I hope he does. But right now, he's not the guy.
Where is Texas's next big test here? 2 weeks.
Florida.
Is that really a test, though?
Wait, hang on. Right after that game is Oklahoma.
Yeah.
That's the Red River Shootouts.
Yep.
I don't think they beat Oklahoma.
Is that game at Jerry World this year?
No, it's always at a neutral site.
It's always at the Cotton Bowl.
Always at a neutral site.
Texas
it's always
Fair.
at the Cotton Bowl?
Yep.
Okay, I know it's at a neutral site. Yeah, that's going to be a tough one for Texas.
Today, if I had to bet today on my bookie,
OU.
I'm taking OU. I'm taking Oklahoma.
I think at Florida they'll take. I think at Georgia is a loss for Texas. That'll be 2. Then they got A&M at home, and they've got that Red River shootout.
Don't overlook Vandy.
This is not Vandy's year.
Pavia's there, man. Pavia's still Pavia.
They're looking good.
They're 2-0.
They beat Virginia Tech by more than South Carolina did.
They sure did, dude. I'm telling you, do not overlook
That
Vanderbilt.
might say more about South Carolina.
I
don't disagree.
That Sellers kid, my God, everybody was hyping him up for the Heisman. Not a fucking prayer. Not a prayer. I think he was 11 for 19 in this game.
Yeah.
Next up was who do we got here?
South
Clemson.
Carolina.
Clemson Troy.
Yeah.
Dude, I was watching this game. They were down at halftime. They were getting blown out 16-3. They came back. They have looked like dog shit for 2 consecutive weeks. What is going on there? Klubnik, another one, who favored for the Heisman. He was 18 for 24 for 196 yards against Troy.
Yeah, he's got one of the best receivers in college football, Bryant Wesco there too, and a couple of other really good ones. I don't know.
Troy, guys, Troy.
This game was gross. I don't think they looked bad against LSU, though. They just lost.
They lost, but they lost by, well.
They lost by 7, and they were driving to win the game. They didn't look bad against LSU, in my opinion.
I never thought that game was in question, though. Like, I always thought LSU was going to pull it out. South Carolina's up next against South Carolina State. Again, Sellers, 11 for 19, 128 yards.
Did not look great. In a single game, like Clemson versus Troy doesn't bother me because they look good versus LSU, and LSU looks good. So they're one of the teams that gets up to play a big game, even if it's just on defense. South Carolina so far looks mediocre. Mm-hmm. Like, this is a game you should win by 50.
Yep.
And they win it by 28. That's not good enough.
Next up was Illinois versus Duke. This was a blowout.
Duke is tough, though, at home. They have, like, good – Mensa's good, and they have some good fucking trench players, too. This is a good win for Illinois.
Yeah. I mean, they stopped him the second half. Bielema, don't sleep on him as a coach, man. He's good. He's got these kids fired up. The only thing is, though, you give up 334 to Duke's quarterback. Imagine Ohio State rolling in there with Sayin and Jeremiah Smith and the boys.
Mensa's good, dude.
Stats were a little – the score kind of hides how this game actually went. Duke had turnovers, basically, but they were moving the ball in Illinois really well. 334
is a lot of yards.
Illinois is a good turnover team, though. So
yeah.
Maybe that's part of the game plan is just to play those picks. But either way, they got it. You can't be giving up fucking 350 yards in the air to a team like this.
Right. And by the way, all wins at this point. Here's what fucked up my Saturday was the next one. Arizona State. I lost this game bad. This was in my parlays and all this other shit. What the fuck happened in this game? I was traveling from Alabama to Auburn at this point. I did not get to see what happened at Mississippi State.
Well, I'll tell you what happened with Mississippi State, which is we're getting into a little bit of a college basketball environment. It took a couple years, but these teams are really starting to figure out how to fold in transfers quickly and turn a team around in 1 year. I don't think Mississippi State's amazing, but Lebby had a big transfer class, and
it's still an SEC school, man.
Yeah,
it is.
You can't fuck around.
It is
in that conference. You just can't.
And if you're
even Vanderbilt was good last year.
If you're a kid and a recruit going to these schools, it's still the SEC. You walk in, you look at the schedule. The schedule's usually up in the locker room, and you're playing all the big boys and everything else. Even if you got something to prove, you're going there over fucking Iowa State.
Where are more NFL scouts showing up?
Yes.
When you play Alabama, when you
not
play Georgia,
going to Iowa State. If
Right.
if I'm a recruit walking in there, I'm going to Mississippi State over Iowa State. I am.
And Chapin looked. I mean, over Arizona State even.
Yes.
Who was ranked 12th coming into this game. Chapin looked good in this game. I think that Mississippi State might be good. Probably a lower top 25 team.
2-0.
Right.
I think they're at this point a very serious threat to win 7 games.
Yeah,
which for them is amazing. They were 1-12 last year.
Yeah. To finish, they're going to finish somewhere in the top 30, I think, in voting at the end of the season.
Yeah, which is not bad.
No,
that's a great jump from year to year.
South Florida beat Florida.
This was the most impressive game of the entire weekend, dude, in my opinion, besides Oklahoma. South Florida went into the swamp and marched down the field and kicked that field goal. They broke in. I was in Auburn. I'm sitting in the stadium with fucking 90,000 people, and they broke into the Jumbotron and played the end of this game for everybody. 90,000 people were staring at the Jumbotron, shocked, including myself. I couldn't fucking believe it. They asked Hard AF to go there, which we're going to go to on November 6th for a night game on a Thursday night. I don't know anything about this school. I really don't, but I'm excited to find out, and I heard it's a fucking blast. And Florida, is he fired? Are we firing the coach now? Is this it? Because after the game, that is all that I saw on Twitter. He was trending number 1. Let's get rid of this fucking guy and move on.
Here's what I know. The game finished 18-16. Florida's touchdown came with What part of the quarter was it?
It was late. They took
because
they took the lead late, and then South Florida had to drive.
I
to
want
kick
to
the
say,
field goal to
I
win.
want to say it was like 2 minutes left,
Yeah,
2:30.
Florida was winning with 2
Oh yeah,
2 to 3 minutes.
They
left.
marched down the field and kicked a very short field goal at the end to win.
Yeah, they scored. So Florida scored a touchdown at the very beginning of the fourth quarter, and back and forth, punt, missed field goal. They missed a field goal too, a 40-yarder.
Yeah.
So technically speaking, this should have been 21-16.
Right.
But
I'm not going to fault the.
No. Shit like that happens.
Yeah.
But South Florida met Florida in their home turf and matched them. The yards, passing and rushing are the same. Penalties are about the same.
Yep.
Time of possession's a little bit off, but the flow of the game, it was like you score, I score. They actually traded field goals in the second quarter twice, right? Like on back-to-back drives. It's like first time South Florida, then Florida kicked a field goal, and South Florida came right back on the next possession and kicked one.
Yeah.
Right? That's how you stay in a game, man. It's like there's some – I don't know who the coach is down there, but it's like a mental toughness to be able to go into the swamp and do that stuff. So it's whether Florida might just suck.
Yeah.
It's possible that they just suck, and this game, looking back on it 4 or 5 weeks from now, is meaningless. But at the moment, going into the swamp and winning that game is very impressive.
Very, very impressive. And Billy Napier, if that seat was hot before, you were sitting pretty close to the goddamn devil in hell right now. Like, Jesus Christ. Next up was Florida State A&M. I said this at the top of the show. Said it with 2 other teams here. I mean this. You beat the shit out of these teams the way you're supposed to. This is 77-3. This makes me think Florida State is for real. It's about getting the kids up on a weekly fucking basis and getting them ready to play football and getting them ready to believe. I don't give a fuck if it's 12U all the way up through college to the NFL. It's exactly what you should be doing. I believe in Florida State now after this. Because you could take your foot off the gas and be like, oh, man, played a big week 1 opponent and we fucking beat Alabama. Fuck yeah, we're awesome. And then suck each other's dicks, and then you win 18-3. No, you want to see 77-3, like what you're supposed to do. Florida State is back. This Castellanos kid, turns out you get a decent quarterback in there, holy shit, it makes a world of difference. Ukulele is gone.
They rushed the ball 51 times and still scored 77 points. That's fucking wild. They threw the ball 20 times and scored 77 points.
It's awesome.
That's fucked up.
That's what you want to see?
That's like old school Bobby Bowden used to do this shit all the time.
Fuck yeah.
Like people don't really run the score up anymore.
Remember Warwick Dunn used to run all over people, dude? He'd be like, fuck you, stop Warwick Dunn. Next up, Iowa State. Man, I said this on Monday Morning Recap, and I'll say it again. If I couldn't have scripted this game for the exact same score that this already was. We said this was going to be a 3-point game. We didn't know who was going to win. Exactly what happened. 16-13 in this
Also,
one.
don't care. You skipped one. Michigan got beat by Oklahoma.
Well, we'll get there. That was the night game. That was the last game of the evening there. And I'd like to save it for last, if you don't mind, just because I enjoyed it. Baylor versus SMU. Double OT game, Bob. I was at the game, so I didn't get to watch this. What really happened here? I'm going to lean on you for this
SMU
one.
blew a late lead. They were up 14 with not a lot of time left, and Baylor just started to sling it. Look, Baylor has no defense. This is like a classic Big 12 team, dude.
Yeah.
They're going to put up points every week. They don't have much of a defense. But, yeah, Baylor just locked in, and SMU choked it away, and then Baylor pulled it out in OT. I mean, it's I still think SMU is
Did
a quality.
Did a bad call go somewhere?
No, not that I saw.
Okay.
Look, I still think SMU is a quality team. They're going to be a tough out, but yeah, they're done for any playoff hope at this point, I think.
I do too.
But Baylor, they're going to be in some fun games. I think they're a threat for the Big 12 still.
And they could upset somebody big, I think, along the way.
Yeah, is there anyone big in the Big 12?
No.
You're right. After that Kansas State loss,
beating Utah and
Utah might be elite. Actually, Utah might be great.
Utah, yes. They got 90,000 students there. I mean, 90,000 seats there. So if it's a night game, maybe. But the Kansas State game, which I thought was going to be big, is not anymore. I was unaware because they were unranked that they lost again.
Yeah.
Kansas State, Jesus Christ. Yep. What the fuck happened to that team?
Ireland.
Yes.
They all got fucking cirrhosis of the liver over there or something.
Potato famine? Something, man.
A&M did okay against Utah State. I wanted more out of this, but I was fine with it because A&M is still kind of getting into the groove a little bit. You can tell. I'm fine. I think A&M's
They were
better.
up 30-6 at halftime.
They're,
Like, I
they're better.
understand.
They're better this year than they've been in a very, very long time.
Yeah.
So let's see how it plays out.
Ole Miss beat Kentucky on the road.
Ole Miss also as good as they've been since like Elijah Moore was there.
Jesus Christ.
So it's been a minute.
There you go. Bama did exactly what we said they were going to do. Tennessee fans, this is exactly what you want to see. 72-17, dude. Take care of fucking business. This Aguilar kid looks like he keeps getting better, man.
Yeah.
This is a fun team to watch. You're
he's
going to have a
legit.
blast at that game.
He's legit.
When are you going?
I'm
Which game
not
is that?
actually. I got canceled.
Okay.
My thing did, but yeah, it's going to be a great game.
Awesome game.
Yeah.
Is it Georgia?
Georgia. Yeah. I mean, there's a handful of college stadiums that are just like a fucking blast from start to finish, from the tailgate all the way through the end of the game. Tennessee's one of them for
Love it.
sure.
Love Tennessee.
LSU is one of them. Tennessee's one of
Love
them. Penn
LSU.
State's one of them.
Yeah.
There's a handful
Love
that
Penn
are just
State.
great.
Absolutely. Next up was Indiana, Kennesaw State.
Took care of business.
That's all you got to do.
Yep.
Texas Tech, Kent
Again.
State, same thing. Took care of business. 62-14.
Tech looks good this year too.
Same thing with Utah. Cal Poly, you should beat them 63-9. You did beat them 63-9. Now, thank you for allowing me to save this Michigan game for the end. I think Michigan is fucking cooked, man. This Bryce Underwood kid, they spent $10 million on. There's a lot of fucking pressure. He looked awful in this game. Dave Portnoy afterwards said he has given up on the program. He has given up on head coach Sharon Moore.
He's dramatic.
He wants
Isn't
to
he?
fire the head coach of Michigan,
Of
is
course
what he
he does,
said.
yeah.
And here's the weird thing to me.
You ever heard?
Big Noon is playing. They're paying him a lot of money.
Yeah.
And he's the host now.
Yeah.
You cannot say this shit about a team that is going to be on that network
Yeah.
a lot throughout the year.
No.
I guess when you're the guy from Michigan, he's become the most famous person from Michigan.
Yeah. Well, Ted Kaczynski.
Well, that's the most famous to us.
Yeah, it's the most famous in my heart.
Yeah, because we admire him.
Yeah. So, have you ever heard that this is a barbecue people phrase? If you're looking, you ain't cook. If you're looking, you ain't cooking. You ever heard that phrase? Yeah. Fucking Laser says it all the time. But it's true. If you're like poking and prodding with the process, then the process is not happening. I think Dave Portnoy should probably shut the fuck up because he's never played a down of football in his entire life. And these guys, this is Michigan, okay?
Yeah.
Everybody there knows what they're doing.
And here's what I'll say to Dave Portnoy in this bullshit reaction. I actually don't like Underwood. I think his throwing motions are off, and it's same thing. Bob, look up. He's from Louisiana too. Was he in the same 2A system as Arch
Who,
Manning?
Underwood? He's from Detroit, is he?
No, he's from Louisiana. He's a Louisiana guy like Arch Manning is.
No, it's Detroit.
Oh, it is?
Belleville High School.
Why the fuck was there ever even a question of going to LSU? So what was their division? Were they 5A? Because he looked great in high school, and this is a big problem.
Look, Oklahoma is.
They're real. Oklahoma looks good. Mateer is fucking rad.
They're really good, but you can't go 9 for 24.
No.
Against any team.
No.
That's not fucking acceptable. So he also doesn't run the ball yet. We'll see.
He should.
I mean, Justin Fields didn't run the ball in college either. He didn't until he had to in the pros.
I know.
Maybe
And he,
it's
by the
time-
way, looked great
Yeah.
over the weekend for the Jets.
Maybe it's time for Mr. Underwood to start running the ball.
He played in the highest division. It's called Division I in Michigan. They do differently.
So
but
what's the fucking problem here, man?
He's 18.
I mean,
I don't know much about their skill players or like everybody's new in Michigan, right? The coach is new, obviously, but he stepped in.
No, he coached half the season last year. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Even as an Ohio State fan, I actually like Sharon Moore. To go into Ohio State and beat them on their home fucking field as your first game as Michigan coach, that's what you want. That's what you hire. I actually like Sharon Moore.
Yeah.
I don't know what you do about a kid who goes 9 for 24.
If you're
That's not on the coach.
No, if you're Michigan and you got no turnovers and the other team turns the ball over twice and they still beat you by 2 scores, that's not acceptable.
And
for
how
that
is that on the
university.
coach? So for Portnoy to say that about the coach, because I believe in Sharon Moore, for real. I think he's a good coach. And I think it's really fucking early to say I want to fire my fucking coach when you got an 18-year-old quarterback who went 9 for 24 and didn't have any turnovers as a team. Sorry, maybe give him just a second to breathe, all right? I know you paid off Connor Stallions and you bought that national championship. That's fine. That was not Sharon Moore's fault. Also, when he got suspended, when Harbaugh got suspended last year, do you know how fucking hard it is to come in as an interim coach into Ohio State and win that fucking game when they were favored by, I think Ohio State was favored by 21 points in that game? No, dude, I don't want to fire Sharon Moore on game 2. Give him more than that. He's also got an 18-year-old quarterback. Give him more than that. The fact that he gave up on this team on Big Noon and all the other fucking bullshit is crazy to me. Michigan fans, I like Sharon Moore. Give him some time. That's it. There's nothing you can do about going 9 for 24. That's not on the coach. They didn't have any turnovers. That's on the coach. Hey, protect the ball. We do that every single night in practice. Protect the ball. They didn't turn over the ball. But the kid went 9 for 24. What the fuck are you going to do? How is that the coach's fault? They are now putting on the field who you were paying to put on the field. And they paid $10 million to put this kid on the field. That's who you got. So, no, I'm not ready to fire him. I'm not going to overreact on Michigan's head coach. Give him 2 years at least, for Christ's sakes. This is crazy to me. That Portnoy statement was fucking nuts to me, in my opinion. And I just give this guy 2 years. I believe in him as a coach. The Underwood kid, who knows? I don't know. But the heat is going to be on. And when you're making $10 million in NIL money, that's the unfortunate part of NIL. They're going to expect the world out of you. And if you don't deliver, god damn, that's a lot of pressure, man. At 18 years old, we talked about it with that dude yesterday on the show. Low Man Jay, who's going to air on Friday. Like, I remember being 18 or 19 years old. I was nervous as fuck. Like, doing stand-up and other shit and everything else. Like, let alone playing in front of 110,000 people. Like, dude, that's a lot of pressure. Now, he brought it on himself. He took the money, took the chains, took the contract, the cars, and all the other shit. But give Sharon Moore some time. That's all I'm going to say on this. Oklahoma-wise, you look back. It feels fun. We'd love to go to a game there. We've always been asked. They haven't had a good team. And, Bob, when's the last time they competed?
I don't know. They were in the CFP with Lincoln Riley like 3 times, so 4 years ago.
No. I think it was Baker Mayfield before we
if you
started
want to
the
last
show.
time they were a threat, then like 2019, I think that was.
No. I think it was 2017 was Baker Mayfield.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
So I believe, Dan, we didn't start this show until 2018, so that's why we haven't been there. The Baker Mayfield game against Ohio State where he planted the flag in the stadium, won the Heisman, I was actually there at that. But we didn't start doing sports full-time until 2018. So, yeah, it's been a while, and it's fun. Congratulations, you're back. All right, before we get to week 2 here, mybookie.com, promo code Drinkin' Bros doubles that first deposit all the way up to $1,000. Bet with us or against us. Won a lot of games this week. Won a lot of money this week on college. NFL 50-50. All right, I redid those bets, and we came back towards the end of the weekend. Ended up breaking even after like 900 bets this weekend, but it wasn't pretty. That Bears game, holy shit! I was texting you last night. I needed that last minute score to cover there. That was crazy to me. That was a crazy fucking game, but it's a blast. Best time of the year to gamble, and let's face it, can you really fucking live if you don't have some money on these games? Probably not, dude. You don't feel alive inside. Do it. Go to mybookie.com, enter that promo code Drinkin' Bros to double that first deposits all the way up to $1,000. Shit. Omaha Steaks. We've gotten some comments on Omaha Steaks. They're coming back. Are they going to be the title sponsor? Yes. They're coming back. They do seasonal shit, Dan. Can you tell the audience why companies do a lot of seasonal work like that?
Well, let's say...
Take for meats, for example.
Yeah, part of it is about product inventory sometimes. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like if you're a company that harvests this has nothing to do with Omaha Steaks, but if you're a company who harvests in a certain period of time, and then you have a production lead time after that, it doesn't make any sense to spend marketing dollars in a time where you have down sales periods necessarily.
Gotcha.
Right? Because of environmental factors. If you're having bad sales, spending your way out of it sometimes is a strategy that works. But, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense if you're in an off-season. For example, the bulk of a drink like Hardy F spend would be in the summer and fall because that's when boat season and football season are. It makes sense, right?
Correct, yeah.
Same premise.
Not in dry January.
I don't know specifically what their reasons are, but it will be something logical like that.
I think they said summer cookouts and all that stuff, and then fall. So yeah, they'll be back next month. We negotiated another deal with them. We love those guys. I love Omaha Steaks. I got another shipment coming to the house tomorrow, man. Huge fan of them. So they are coming back. That's why we've left all the things in the show and up on the thing. They're coming back, and they were very cool, and we love their fucking products. So they'll be back on the show. Next up is Drinkin Bros. Tickets.com. If you want tickets to any of these games, it's awesome, man. Take your kids, get out of the house, go see these fucking games. I got front row at Auburn and Alabama for $60 a piece. Front row with my kid. It was fucking awesome. I posted the Auburn one on my my Instagram feed, and it's great, man. The kids love it. Not that expensive. If you're trying to go to a pro game, what's the average of an NFL ticket? 150, 175 or something
Probably
like
somewhere
that?
around there, yeah.
Dude, college games are cheap, man, and they're fun, and the atmosphere's fun.
Especially if you're near Texas State University, who's going to be a Big 12 school next year, by the way.
Goddamn right, dude.
Pac.
Yes.
Pac-12, excuse me.
Pac-12.
Pac-12, excuse me.
Better. It's better.
It's going to be.
That's going to be, in my opinion, the sexiest conference there is because it's all fun teams that we all love. Isn't Boise State going there too?
I mean, it's all the Fun Belt teams from back in the day are
dude.
going over there.
It's fun. Those are going to be a blast. And we've talked to the chancellor about doing some gigs with Hard AF there. But yeah, dude, if you want tickets to any of this stuff, they're all pretty cheap. Obviously, the big games are the big games. What's the biggest game this week?
In college football?
Yeah, Georgia, Tennessee. What is it?
That's got to be the biggest one, I think. Let me check. Scan, enhance. South Florida, Miami is a big game, too, to me.
Oh, shit.
Those are the two biggest. Actually, Florida at LSU is a big game, too, because it shows us if Florida is legit or not.
Yeah.
And it shows us if LSU is legit or not, I think, to some degree. And then A&M at Notre Dame is a big game, too.
There's another one. Don't sleep on it either, but we'll talk about it when we get there.
Yeah, we'll talk about it when we get there. But let's take this Miami-South Florida game.
Are you talking about Vanderbilt? Nope. Better not be, because
right.
I'll smack the shit out of you.
And we'll find out.
I want to hear that shit.
But South Florida, Miami. Let's take this game. It's a fun game. It's a blast. Miami does not have real fans in this world. Sorry, Miami Hurricanes fans.
They do. It's Reed White, Juan Navarro, and nobody else.
That's it.
Neither
Just
one of
our
them went to
listeners,
that
who
university,
we love.
by the way.
They're friends of ours in real life.
Like, Warren Sapp's not even a fucking fan.
Well, and I love you. He was at that opener, too, where they kicked that last-second field goal. He was texting me. But with that, it's $40, man. So if you want to go to South Florida, who's 18 versus the number 5 team in the country, Miami, it's $40 fucking at drinkinbrostickets.com.
It's a good deal.
Yes, take your kids out. Have fun. I took my kids out. It was fun. It was a blast. We love it. And last but not least, if you are taking your kids out or you are tailgating, go to hardafseltzer.com. Type in your city or zip into the store locator. It'll bring you to the closest location nearest you. We're all stocked up. Albertsons, Idaho, stocked up. Montana, Albertsons, all stocked up across the nation. The Tall Boys, all in those USA to Go's up in Michigan. They're also coming to the HEB stores.
Yeah, they're on the way to
week.
Texas. You may never hear from us again.
I know. And it's Green Apple and Blue Raz. Those are heading to Austin and Dallas, HEBs. Circle K's down in Tuscaloosa and University of Auburn, and then all the Panhandle in Florida. Those are filled up now. So go and get those variety packs down there. Prices were pretty fucking cheap. It was like $16, $17.99 at some of those stores. I called on all of them, met the managers. They were lovely. So go and buy them out. That'll help us get in the rest of it. Go to hardafseltzer.com today. Support us and support the show by buying a 12-pack or a tall boy. And then tag us on social media with Hard AF Seltzer. We'll always repost it. We don't give a shit. All right, let's get into the week 3 predictions here. Leading off on a Friday night game, which is rare. Indiana State versus Indiana. No spread because, well, Indiana State doesn't really count in football. I believe it's an FCS school. However, their basketball team's dope. I wish Kareem Abdul-Jabbar played for this fucking football team. Then it would be a blast. But tickets are $30. If you're at Indiana and it's a fucking Friday night game, go. Next up is Oregon at Northwestern. This is Oregon minus 27.5. D'Anthony, who you got?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, big time.
Same.
Oregon's going to score 50 to 60 points in this game, I think.
I agree.
And that'll be the end of that.
The only thing you have to worry about is this will be a true 9 a.m. game for the Oregon team. So kids getting up that early, who knows? But they'll easily – there's a reason why they put this to 27.5. They want it to be that 28. They'll get that 28. I'm all good with it. I'm betting on Oregon. I'm with you here.
Yeah.
This next game, though, is going to be a hot take on this show. Clemson at Georgia Tech.
I got Georgia Tech plus 3.5 on that one.
So do I.
ACC dark horse, Georgia Tech.
I agree. They muck up these games. It is Haynes King. I told you this was my lock of the week for week 1 against Colorado. They covered. They're going to muck this up. Clemson has not looked good the first 2 weeks.
Georgia Tech's really good in the trenches on both sides of the ball, too.
They're going to fuck this game up, dude. And look, Clemson could win by 3. Fine. But we still win with the hook. I'm taking Georgia Tech in this game. Yes, this is going to be an ugly one, man. And Klubnik hasn't looked that great. He's not a Heisman contender anymore, I don't think. Next up is Oklahoma at Temple. This is Oklahoma minus 23.5. D'Anthony, who you got?
I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Temple has been scoring a lot of points, and Oklahoma looks really good. Their offense has been fine. Like, I like Mateer, but they put up 35 on Illinois State, and then they played, a good defense in Michigan, and it was whatever. I think Temple has this is a sketchy line to me because I think Temple could at least get some garbage points and backdoor cover this.
So here's what I like in this game is the over. It's 52.5. I thought it would be higher because I'm with you. Temple can score some points. Oklahoma can score. 52.5 seems like a fucking no-brainer to me. So
I'm skipping this one.
I'm doing the over, and I'll do it in teasers and all that other stuff. So subscribe to Drinkin Bros Sports on Facebook. You'll see all the teasers and all that other fun shit. Next up is Wisconsin at Alabama. This is another true 11 a.m. game, by the way, because they're on Central at Alabama.
Okay.
Yeah. Alabama minus 21.5. Who you got?
Alabama.
Same.
21.5.
Same. Man, Wisconsin, this is going to be the exposure they did not want here. And if they can keep this close, I think it's a victory for them mentally. But this is not a very good football team, and they're not going to be a Big Ten threat at all. Give me Alabama, and I'll tease this down along with the Oklahoma under, or the over here. So this will be in the cards as well. You'll see those bets also. Next up is Central Michigan at Michigan. This is Michigan minus 27.5. Weird thing is, though, the over-under is only 42.5 in this game. That's a weird one to me. That means you think this is going to be a 28-14 game or something like that? I mean, what the fuck? That's a low under there.
I'm not.
What am I missing here? 42.5?
Well, Central Michigan won't be able to score.
But Michigan should be able to put up that many points,
They're
right?
They're giving Central Michigan a breakout touchdown or 2 field goals, basically. And then Michigan scoring some points. I'm not sure Michigan can score. I mean, certainly they can score. That's not the point. They'll be able to run the ball all over Central Michigan. But Underwood still can't throw it. I mean, he's got a janky delivery. I don't like this guy, so I'm not betting any of this.
I don't either. I will take the over-under, though. And this will be on the teasers as well. And the beauty of it is with my bookie, they let me do this last week, so I want to pitch this to the audience here. If you do 4 teams, here's the trick. If you do 4 teams on there, they will give you a plus 13 on those games. But you can only do 4 teams. And that's including the over-under. So if you wanted to on this, you could drop this 42.5 down to 29.5. Now, if Michigan can't score 30 fucking points, get them out of here. Get them out of here in this one. That's crazy. So yeah, that over-under will go in all the teasers and all that other stuff. Next up is Auburn against South Alabama. Auburn minus 25.5.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
I think Auburn looks good.
They're not bad. I don't think they can win anything, but they're not bad. I'm staying away from this game. I'm not going to bet it just because it's another early one. It's another week in a row where they don't have to play a shitty team. It was close in the first half last week just because they didn't really fucking care, and it is what it is. Next up is Villanova against Penn State. $38 for tickets at Penn State.
You're not getting a line on that one.
No.
This game, I mean, still, though, there should be a line on this because this game is going to be 38-6, something like that. Penn State doesn't run the score up. I don't know why there's not a line here.
I don't either.
To be honest.
Is this an FCS school, Bob, for Villanova?
I think they might have come up to D1, actually.
Why is there no line for this game?
They're kind of new.
Okay.
It's whatever.
All right. Look, Penn State has not covered any lines this year. So I don't trust them right now.
No, the highest score from them last year was 56 against Kent State. They just don't really run it up like that. They played Delaware, which is an FCS school, 2 years ago and scored 63. And then they scored 63 against UMass, which is also, I think, FCS.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. No, they don't do this against Villanova is essentially an FCS school, but I'm not. Even if there wasn't a fucking line on this, there's no way I would bet that.
No, me neither, man. I don't trust them yet because they're not covering.
No.
I still think they're a very good football team, but they're not covering. Next up, game of the week here for me, Georgia at Tennessee. Tennessee's moved all the way up to 15. This is Georgia minus 3.5. Who do you got?
I mean, it's a home SEC game. Two good teams. I'll take Tennessee plus 3.5. I think that's a good move.
God, this one, I lost sleep over it last night. I didn't know where to go with this because my heart wants Tennessee in this, just because of that kid fucking leaving. I hate it. I'll tease this up. Give me Tennessee plus 10.5 in this one, and that's where I'm going to go with all my cards. But truthfully, I have no idea in this one. I really don't. This is Tennessee's first big test. Georgia's Georgia. Mm-hmm. Kirby Smart is Kirby Smart's. I could see them losing by a touchdown in the end. You know, it's a very tough call here. But give me Tennessee plus 10.5 in the teaser cards there, because I'll watch this game. This is my favorite game of the weekend. Tickets are fucking expensive as shit for this one, but yeah. It's too tough to call. I want to believe in Tennessee. I really do. I just don't know that we have the evidence quite yet because they got to play somebody good. Next up is Oregon State versus Texas Tech. Texas Tech minus 22.5. Who you got here?
Nope.
Me neither. I don't touch this game at all.
Oh, Texas Tech all day.
I don't believe
Texas Tech has been murdering people. Oregon State is bad.
The Big 12 has been murdering me this season, and this is my new Pac-12. I'm having a really difficult time betting on this fucking conference, man. I don't like it at all. I've lost all of these fucking games. The winners who I thought were going to win have looked like shits and vice versa. And I understand Oregon State's probably not great. I respect them, though, for staying in the Pac-12. But
Not a choice.
I'm going
to. Nobody wanted them.
Guys, I was being nice. I was being nice to Oregon State because I love them. I love those Beavers up there. But I'm staying away from the Big 12 for a few weeks. That's just me personally. Same with the next one, Iowa State versus Arkansas State. I know Arkansas State is a bullshit school. The spread is still only 20.5. You're the number 14 team in the nation, and you're telling me your spread is only 20.5 against fucking Arkansas State, for Christ's sakes? Something's wrong there. You're not covering. And Iowa State never really does. So, no, I don't believe in this fucking team. No. Sorry, I just don't. And they fucked me week 1 against Kansas State.
That's all they do is fuck people.
That's all this conference does, man. It's a mishmash full of fucking hodgepodge weird teams. Anybody can win on any given Sunday, and good luck covering. Next up, Missouri versus Louisiana. Bob, will defer to you on this one.
I'll take Missouri minus 27.
Minus 20 to 27.5. Is Louisiana an FCS school?
No, they're Fun Belt.
Yeah,
they
they're
are.
Fun Belt.
Okay.
But
They're Fun Belt.
Preble is going to drop fucking 400 yards on these guys.
I like Mizzou to cover. I took Mizzou in a teaser on this game, but I do like them to cover the spread overall. Offense is fine. No problems on the offense. Defense played really well last week statistically. They only gave up like 3 rushing yards to Kansas all game. However, there were like 2 or 3 drives where they really got picked apart by Jalen Daniels. So I think they're going to have chip on their shoulder to really just like shut it the fuck down.
How are they down to Kansas by 14 points? I didn't get to see this game.
There was a freak scoop and score
Okay.
that Kansas had. It was just a fumble that bounced perfectly into their cornerback's arms, and he ran it back. I mean, in terms of like statistics, we absolutely dominated that game. It was like 600 yards to 250 yards. It was,
Okay.
And yeah, like I said, Kansas had 3 rushing yards last week. So I'm not. But the defense, there were enough drives where I think that, especially on the passing, where I think they're fucking pissed. I like Mizzou to cover, not like a super safe cover, like 2-3 points over the line.
All right. Yeah, I mean, look, 27.5, whenever Vegas does that, that means it's a 4-score game.
Yeah.
So they're trying to get you in there. So I understand that. I'll stay away from this one for now. Next up is UTEP at Texas. This is Texas minus 41.5.
Nah.
Do you believe in that?
No.
I don't either.
No, I mean, Arch Manning looks, when he throws the ball, he looks like Charles Barkley golfing.
It's awkward. And he's got to stop doing the Uncle Rico thing. I know everybody's been doing those memes for the last 2 weeks, but he had another interception last week against a dog shit team. And he's got 2 on the year. I don't know what to think of this kid yet. And truthfully, if I was going to bet this, I'd probably tease it up the other way and take UTEP plus 48.5 at that point.
I mean, I don't know anything about UTEP.
I don't either.
I'm just not into this.
I'm not either. And it's 96 degrees. Tickets are $50 for Texas. Like, that's rare. So, yeah, the next game, though, can't wait to watch this. I love saying this out loud that it's on the CW network with One Tree Hill and Dawson's Creek. So after Dawson's Creek reruns end, you can watch one of the greatest games of the weekend.
Yeah, or Martin.
I
think it's on there as well.
This is South Florida at Miami. This is Miami minus 17.5. Who you got?
You know I've got South Florida plus 17.5.
That's where I'm going too, dude. South Florida, let's go.
There's a little bit of my heart involved in that because I like seeing the underdog win, but I honestly don't know how far away from reality that is. I think 17.5 is doable.
I do too.
I love this line for South Florida. One thing about Miami's a great team. When Carr for Notre Dame was scooting, running a little bit, he had success. Like, he was doing a good job being evasive, and that is Brown's fucking MO.
Yeah, dude.
Like, he is a fucking freak. He can run. I think I don't know that South Florida wins, obviously, but I think they absolutely keep it respectable.
If they do,
but why not
holy
sprinkle
shit.
that plus 550 money line?
I know. That's what I'm going to do. There'll be a Hondo on there, and just know it's for that. And we're doing some gigs with Hardy F. Seltzer there, and we'll be there in November. So, yeah, I'm all in. I like the points anyways, but just because of what's going on. And tickets are $40, dude. Go down to this game. It's 3:30 in the afternoon. The only thing that sucks is it's a non-dome stadium in Miami. What was going into that planning when they thought about that?
88's not bad.
88 muggy? Fuck that.
I grew up in that shit. I don't care.
Ugh. That is a gold bond fucking territory for me, where that's a whole bottle in my pants. Ohio State has their first night game and their only night game of the year against Ohio University Bobcats. Spread is 31.5.
That's shockingly low to me.
Same here. I will bet the entire fucking house, mortgage, everything on that.
Ohio University, is it, or University of Ohio?
It is Ohio University.
Okay,
It's
Ohio,
OU.
They for what they are, have a pretty decent offense.
Yeah.
But they will score not much.
No.
I think the over in this game is really good. Their defense sucks.
So do I. It's 52.5. Ohio State is going to beat that over on their own. I am all over both of these spreads.
I kind of feel like this is like a 63-3 game or something. 31.5 is shocking.
I think Ohio State drops 50, but I think Ohio puts up like 10 to 15, 10 to 14, honestly. Like, legitimately, they're capable of that against Ohio State, especially late.
Ohio State is the best defense in the country. If they rest their defense, yes.
That's what I'm saying. It's
Yeah.
it's not gonna be close.
And
but
it's the only night game for Ohio State students this year, so they'll be up for this like shit. I can't imagine that there's only one night game for a school like that, but it is. Give me all the things and all this stuff, and there'll be a shit ton of money on this. Next up is Western Michigan against Illinois. All right, in the Illinois chat on Drinkin' Bros, Dan and I are giving away 4 free tickets on the 50 lowers to this game for free. Just buy some Hard AF seltzer and enjoy your life. First comment to win wins. I'll go in there after the show is over. It's already been posted, and we'll give you 4 free tickets. Illinois minus 27.5. Who you got?
100%.
Same.
They played Western Michigan played Michigan State earlier this season. Michigan State on the come up, but they suck. 23-6. Illinois is way better than Michigan State.
And it's a night game.
Yeah.
They're number 9. They're finally ranked in the top 10.
Yeah.
School's up for this. They party.
Illinois has
fun
got a
stadium.
really good offense. Their offense is good. They'll score fucking 50 in this game.
Yes, I agree. And so that's the only question I have for you. Over under is 50.5. I probably take it, right?
Maybe, I don't know. Western Michigan they have a really good running back, so maybe they put some points on the board.
Yeah, I think you're fine on both there. Next up is Arkansas versus Ole Miss. All right, this is Ole Miss minus 7.5 at home.
No, not yet.
No, me neither.
Not yet. But if they win this handily, because Arkansas is always a tough out, then I'll have some respect for Ole Miss.
Same. Their quarterback right now is 3-4, and when I mean 3-4, he's got 3 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. I don't know whether to believe in this guy yet. Their running back, though, really fucking good, Lacey. He's already got 4 touchdowns and 246 yards in the year. They're running the shit out of him. Not yet. Prove it. Arkansas is still tricky. Over under is 60.5. That's a lot of fucking points. So yeah, I'm sitting this game out. Ton of other great picks to bet on this weekend here, and this could be a weird game for Ole Miss. It is at night though in Oxford, so look out for that. Next up, all eyes are on this game to me because, like you said, this proves if Florida is a real fucking team or not. Florida at LSU. LSU minus 8.5. God damn it! I wish this was 6.5, but 8.5. Who you got?
I got LSU. I think they're going to be tuned the fuck up for this game.
Night game,
Yeah.
ABC.
Yeah, I think
agree.
LSU is going to win by 10.
I do too. All in on LSU in this one. Florida lost to South Florida last week at home. Coach is on the hot seat. LSU played a shitty team, didn't put up a lot of points. They're going to be out for blood. Nussmeier, hopefully, I bet on you for Heisman, so hopefully he can pick it up here. So give me LSU minus that 8.5, and we're all good. Give me that over, too, at 48.5. I think you're fine on that as well. I like that as well. Next up, another fun game here. Texas A&M at Notre Dame. We got a great slate this weekend. Last weekend, we didn't have a good slate. This is a great slate this weekend. Notre Dame minus 6.5. Who you got?
I'll take A&M plus 6.5.
Ooh. Spicy, and I love it. Yeah. I am going to do the same because I do not believe in Notre Dame football.
I believe in Marcel Reed. That kid is a fucking stud.
7 touchdowns so far this year.
8 because he's got 1 rushing too.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
Marcel Reed is an early fucking bubble guy for the Heisman.
So let me ask you this: you and I are both picking A&M. Notre Dame will start 0-2. Do they go to the playoffs then?
No. Yeah, I mean they'll get them in somehow.
Who's the rest of their schedule?
It's a national brand. They're going to try to get them into the playoff no matter what.
The rest of their schedule. They got.
This is the best team they play for the rest of the year.
Navy. Is Navy not good?
Navy's
okay,
good, but
they're not
not
going to beat.
They're not as good as A&M. I mean, at Arkansas is okay. Boise State's okay. USC might surprise people this year, but I don't know, and I don't believe in them. Yeah, they need this win. They need this resume win.
So let's say this, guys, because we're all living in the same. Do you have A&M in this game too?
I would take A&M to cover. I think Notre Dame wins the game.
Okay, so hypothetical though, A&M wins this game. They've got a 3-point loss to Miami opening week. Then they have this loss. Let's say they run the table after that, and then they end up 10-2. Is Notre Dame in?
Yeah.
That's how college football works. They're a name.
I agree. I don't think it's correct. Like I don't think Notre Dame's good. I just they are a name with ratings.
I actually don't think they're bad. It's not like Miami kicked the shit out of them.
No,
it was a good game in a hostile environment and a kind of a rivalry game. Notre Dame, this is actually a pretty fucking good Notre Dame team. I liked the way Carr looked. They didn't play last week. I liked the way Carr looked against Miami for the most part. They're talented enough that they would be, I think, worthy of a playoff spot at 10-2, like worthy-ish. But they need to win this game leave no doubt.
I agree because I think they could run the table after this. The rest of the schedule sucks, but I'll be watching this game. This will be fun as shit. Dan and I are finally off this weekend, so yeah, dude. This back-to-back Florida LSU. This will be in the fucking quad and the YouTube TV, all the other shit with this next game. Vanderbilt, South Carolina. I love this game too, dude.
This
is South Carolina minus 6.5.
There's a decent chance that I'll watch this game, but definitely not going to put money on it.
Really?
I think it's that close. Yeah, I think it's. To be honest, I mean, part of me wants to go Vanderbilt plus 6.5 because I think it might be a fucking field goal, but that's how they get you. You know what I mean? So I'm just gonna keep my hands in my fucking pockets.
I'm going to tease this up with my teasers, and I'll take Vanderbilt.
I think Pavia's look better than fucking Sellers this year.
I know.
There's no question about that.
Vandy money line. South Carolina has as many offensive touchdowns as they do non-offensive touchdowns. They have looked really sus. They have a common opponent already that Vandy was quite a bit better against. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
I don't either. And by the way, I'm on the Vandy train too. I sprinkle Vandy money line in this because I don't believe in South Carolina, and I don't know what the fuck happened. They were supposed to get better from last year.
They have I think they might have a new OC.
Is that what it is? But the Sellers kid, man, you can't go 11 for 19 against a dog shit South Carolina State team, which is an FCS school.
So Mike Shula is their OC. He replaced
Don Shula's kid.
Yeah, he replaced the last OC, who is now the head coach at Appalachian State. So it's a new OC situation, kind of sketchy.
Give me Vandy. Give me this in the teaser. This will be fun. A South Carolina, though, night game, and Dan can attest to this, is tough, dude. God damn, that place goes off.
Yeah, it's also muggy as fuck. It's 81 degrees at kickoff, and it'll go down from there, but it's going to be 81 degrees with 100% humidity.
The humidity will get you in that goddamn stadium, man. And then last but not least, Utah against Wyoming. This is Utah minus 23.5. Who you got?
Yeah, I'll take Utah.
Yeah, same.
Utah is head and shoulders above everybody in the Big 12 right now.
Yeah. I don't know if this is for the show. I'll take Utah. I don't know if I'll actually bet this, but please check in on my bets. I post all of them, every single one of them on Drinkin' Bros Sports, and I'll decide towards the end of the night how the day is going here, because there's so many other great games here. We got a great slate this Saturday. I'm fucking amped all day long. I'm going to do nothing but eat and watch these fucking games after my own kids' games are over. I got 2 football games for those kids this weekend, and then Daddy's sitting on the couch the rest of the fucking weekend, dude, and enjoying my goddamn life. Because it's a great slate this weekend. Bet with us or against us on mybookie.com. Don't forget to use that promo code Drinkin' Bros to double that first deposit all the way up to $1,000. And if you want tickets, man, get out of the house. Go take your kids out to some shit, man. It's cheap. A lot of these games are cheap as fuck. I really enjoyed it with mine. This is the first time seeing college football over the weekends and NFL. And both games were cheap as shit. So if it's not, obviously, the Georgia fucking, Tennessee game, great. Everything else is pretty relatively cheap. Get them out. They'll love it. They'll have a blast. I can promise you that. And tickets are $10 cheaper than StubHub over there. And don't forget to rate this show a 5-star on iTunes and leave a quick review. Also, head on over to Spotify. It's just a 5-star. You can walk away. For D'Anthony Hollaway, I'm Ross Patterson. This is the Week 3 College Football Top 25 Prediction Show.